الله. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له. أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. Tonight, inshallah, we will be talking about three names altogether from the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and those mentioned together in Surah Al-Hashr. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى: الخالق البارئ المصور. الخالق البارئ المصور. And they are coming together in this ayah for a reason. So inshallah, we will take each one on its own, we'll explain its meaning, and then we will join them together as the benefit that we earn and we learn from those three names. Al-Khaliq, we're going to join to it Al-Khallaq, which is the emphasis of Al-Khaliq, Al-Khallaq. And we know Al-Khaliq is the creator, the inventor. But when we talk in the Arabic language, and we talk about maddat al-khalq or al-khaliq or the verb of al-khalq, it comes in two meanings. It comes in two major meanings. إحداهما الإنشاء من عدم, to create from nothing. Okay? To create from nothing. And that's هذا الإبداع, to create from nothing. And also it comes in the meaning of التقدير, to plan. Okay? تقدير, to estimate and to plan. And we will see both meanings are mentioned in the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أحدهما الإنشاء على مثال أبدعه. So when we talk about creation, الخالق, and to create something from nothing, is to create something without following a model. To create something without following a model. Because if you look at everything invented out there, they are imitating a model that they had, or they are copying something. And we will talk about that when we come to talk about the lessons we learn from the name of Al-Khaliq and Bari and Musawwir, inshallah. But when we talk about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or when we talk in general in the language, khalaqa, to create, is to produce from nothing. And to produce without having or without copying. Okay? Without having the inspiration from other sources, as we will see. والآخر التقدير. تقدير, as we said, to plan. تقدير, to estimate, to measure. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى: يخلقكم في بطون أمهاتكم خلقا من بعد خلق في ظلمات ثلاث. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates you in the wombs of your mothers, creation after creation. You know how it's مضغة ثم علقة, نطفة ثم علقة ثم مضغة, and then bones and flesh and all that. That is creation after creation. From nothing. في ظلمات ثلاث, in three darknesses. In the darkness of the placenta, and the darkness of the womb, and the darkness of the mother, the body, the belly. So these are three darknesses, and some of Ahl al-Ilm, and recently that is discovered, that the three darknesses, the placenta itself is 3 layers. Placenta itself is 3 layers. But the point is that this ayah refers to the creation. To find, to create, to have found after no existence. Regarding the other meaning, taqdeer and the plan, يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى: وتخلقون إفكا يعني تكذبون كذبة وتخلقون إفكا. They didn't create lying. وتخلقون إفكا. We're going to say the meaning of الخلق is only to create. They are not creating lies. They didn't make it up. Lies is created by Allah. But they plan lies. They make up lies. وتخلقون إفكا يقدرون ويهيئون. Okay? They plan and they measure and they estimate and they see what's the best lie and then they lie. So that supports the meaning, the other meaning of الخالق or الخلق. ويقول الله سبحانه وتعالى إن هذا إلا اختلاق. يعني إن هذا إلا كذب. فالاختلاق كذب, lies. So it serves the same meaning. In the Quran, الخالق, اسم الله الخالق ورد 11 مرة. 11 مرة. In the Quran, the name الخالق mentioned 11 times. And the ayat, you know some of them. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور. ويقول الله فتبارك الله أحسن الخالقين. ويقول فرأيتم ما تمنون أأنتم تخلقونه أم نحن الخالقون. And الآيات many as we will see. And الخلاق, اسم الخلاق, which is, as we said, the exaggeration of الخالق, mentioned in the Quran twice. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى إن ربك هو الخلاق العليم. And in the others بلى وهو الخلاق العليم. So mentioned twice الخلاق, the name of Allah. طيب. As usual, we're going to see what that means in the regarding of Allah. We know الخالق. You ask any Muslim, Arab or non-Arab, خالق, the creator. Okay, the خالق, the creator. But the ulama, because of the language, they look at it deeper than just the creator. فيقولون الإيجاد والإبداع تارة والتقدير تارة. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى أولم يروا أنا خلقنا لهم مما عملت أيدينا أنعاما فهم لها مالكون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, don't they see that we created for them animals? We created for them animals. They use and they eat from. Okay? So that is referring to the creation, to find from nothing. Were there animals before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created them? They were not. Okay? There were no animals that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is copying. Okay? They are animals Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created. They were never created before. وقوله تعالى إنا كل شيء خلقناه بقدر. Okay? We do not say here خلقناه means تقدير, because the ayah, the meaning will become إنا كل شيء قدرناه بتقدير. يعني لا ينضبط التكرار, the repetition, there is no benefit from it. But إنا كل شيء خلقناه بقدر, يعني we found it بقدر. We found it according to specific measures that we set. Okay? So al-khalq here in this ayah refers to establish from nothing, which is the meaning that we are all familiar with. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى وخلق كل شيء فقدره تقديرا. And he created everything فقدره تقديرا. He put it in the best measures, but he created it. So it's not, the meaning is not only taqdir. Because why we mention that? Because some of the people who deviated from the truth, they said al-khaliq means what? Only means taqdir. They say only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala planned. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala set the measures. He did not create. Very important. That's why we need to understand the adillah to prove that it means the creation and it means taqdir. It means both. So when we say inna kulla shay'in khalaqnahu biqadar, it doesn't make sense to say khalaqnahu means qaddarna. Inna kulla shay'in qaddarnahu biqadar. La yastaqim. There's no need for redundancy. Okay? Everything we measured with measure? No. Everything we created according to a measure. Okay? So these are all ayat. وَقَوْلُهُ تَعَالَى كَمَا بَدَأْنَا أَوَّلَ خَلْقٍ نُعِيدُهُ. The way we started the first creation, we bring it back. Okay? Obviously, to say it means measure and لا يستقيم المعنى. ويقول الله سبحانه وتعالى هذا خلق الله فأروني ماذا خلق الذين من دونه. So all these refer to the same. Also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says قال يا إبليس ما منعك أن تسجد لما خلقت بيدي. يا إبليس, when Iblis refused to bow prostrate for Adam alayhi salam, Allah told him, Ya Iblis, what made you refuse to prostrate for what I have created with my own hands? Obviously, for what I have founded with my own hands. Okay? What I have founded with my own hands. فَتَبَارَكَ اللَّهُ أَحْسَنُ الْخَالِقِينَ. قُولُ مُجَاهِدْ يعني يصنعون ويصنع الله والله خير الصانعين. They make and Allah makes, and Allah is the best of all makers, referring to the tafsir of al-ayah. فَتَبَارَكَ اللَّهُ أَحْسَنُ الْخَالِقِينَ. Praise be to Allah, the best of the creators, the best of the creators. So here he's saying يصنعون, referring to making, not just taqdir, not just intending, not just planning. It's more than that. It's execution. Execution is involved. But when we talk about humans, then al-khalq regarding humans doesn't refer to that. Doesn't refer to creating from nothing. يعني يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى about عيسى عليه السلام أني أخلق لكم من الطين كهيئة الطير فأنفخ فيه فيكون طيرا بإذن الله. أخلق لكم أقدر لكم. هي معنى أخلق يعني أقدر من التقدير. يعني I get the dirt, I estimate for you, I find something that looks like dirt, but that is no creation. Anyone can do that. Anyone can get clay, or dough, or anything to play with, and they make a shape of anything. So where is that? I'jaz. Okay? So what is special about Allah? To say He is the creator. If anyone can create, if this here, al-khalq, in this ayah refers to creating. So obviously it doesn't refer to the creation. It refers to what? To taqdir. I measure it, I estimate it. يعني العرب they used to say they would use the verb خلق مع الأدم with the leather. The leather they used to use to make containers, to make نعول or shoes, to make قربة, the container of water. So they would use the verb يخلق. يخلق يعني يقدر. He will look at the piece of leather. Instead of cutting from here, then I waste the rest. Then I will measure exactly what I need. So they might even draw lines. Plan, draw lines, measure, exactly, put the right instructions, and then they'll cut there to make the na'at. They would use the verb يخلق, خلق, referring to قدر, to estimate, to measure, to plan. Alright? Clear? So here when Isa says أني أخلق لكم من الطين, if we're going to take أخلق, I create you from the dirt, if we're going to take it the meaning of establishing something from nothing, then here Isa is doing something that Allah is doing. And we know Allah Khaliq. So then we take the second meaning of the verb khalaqa, which refers to I measure, I estimate, I plan, I mold. But then I ask Allah to put life in it. Clear? Right. That is al-Khaliq. We come to هو الله الخالق البارئ. البارئ. Because we need to see how all these three names come together. قال ابن الأعرابي برئ إذا تخلص. تخلص, the verb of barئ comes from the word, has many meanings. But specific in this context, it refers to a specific meaning as one of those meanings. But in general, bari'a, تخلص, to get rid of. And bari'a إذا تنزه وتباعد, to distance yourself, to renounce. Don't we say تبرأ الرجل من ابنه مثلا? He renounced his son. He doesn't have, he distanced himself from him. He doesn't want to have anything to do with him. That is bara, tabarra. So it comes as to get rid of, and it comes as to renounce and distance yourself. Yani why a father will distance himself from his son? Why would he renounce his son? Is because he feels his son is committing acts and doing things that are not up to the status he expects from him. He's making him shameful. He's doing things that people will, things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't approve, whatever the reason is. So he decides, I have nothing to do with you. You're not my son until you change your way. Okay? Also it comes as al-i'dhar wal-indhar. It comes in the meaning of establishing the argument against and to warn. When you warn someone and you establish the argument against them, listen, this, 1, 2, 3, and they continue to do what they are, that is called bara'ah. And that is قوله تعالى براءة من الله ورسوله. Okay? Bara'ah يعني خلاص. We gave you the Quran, we showed you the Sunnah, we showed you the laws of Allah, we showed you the victory, and you still choose to be kafir. We had shown you the proofs and we had warned you, and you choose to continue in your kufr. خلاص, everything between us is over. براءة من الله ورسوله. وأيضا برئت العود وبروت. You know البراية that they sell back home, that the one you use for the pencil to sharpen the pencil, that's the same verb. برا. برا يعني قطع وفصل. Until you take the pen or the pencil, I mean, that is not stuck, still not sharp, you cannot use it. Then you put in the sharpener and now it's usable. So you had detailed it and you had designed it in a way now to write. That is the verb bari'a or bara. That's why we say bara. And we said before, the Arabs removed the hamza, the a sound from some words because it becomes easier to pronounce. Alright? So that instead of bara'a becomes bara. Okay? Also al-bariyya. البرية أولئك هم خير برية أولئك هم شر برية. برية يعني الخلق, the creation. Okay? البرية, the creation. Some of and they said it comes from bara, يعني as we will see, to create also, but from different angle. That's why I intended to mention the three together. But some said إن كانت البرية من البري. البري means الطين. الطين يعني the dirt. Then البرية obviously referring to humans because we came from the dirt. So either way. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أولئك هم خير البرية. طيب. In the Quran البارئ mentioned 3 times. هو الله الخالق البارئ. And mentioned twice in one ayah where Musa alayhi salam, Allah said, فَتُوبُوا إِلَى بَارِئِكُمْ فَقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ ذَلِكُمْ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ عِنْدَ بَارِئِكُمْ. So بارئ mentioned twice in the same ayah and in the previous ayah in Al-Hashr. طيب, let's see the meaning regarding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. قال ابن جرير البارئ الذي برأ الخلق فأوجدهم بقدرته. يعني Ibn Jarir said the meaning of البارئ is the creator, the one who found mankind, or he founded the creation, Allah. قال الزجاج يقال برأ الله الخلق فهو يبرؤهم برأ إذا فطرهم. إذا فطرهم. So now الزجاج said البارئ is the one who gives the fitrah. So now it's different than to create from nothing, to find from nothing. Al-Khaliq, he founded them from nothing, according to Zajjaj. Al-Bari instilled in them their instinct, their fitrah. There's a difference. طيب. والبرء خلق على صفة فكل مبروء مخلوق وليس كل مخلوق مبروء. they also said al-bar is to create with characters, with features. Okay? So for something to have features, it got to be created. But not everything created got features. That is how they distinguish between Khaliq and al-Bari. And all that I will put it together inshallah. قال الخطابي البارئ هو الخالق. Khattabi said لا. البارئ and Khaliq the same thing. Two words that mean synonymous, synonym of the same thing. Khaliq and Bari, the same thing. Okay? But he said, Khattabi rahimahullah, he said, but al-Bari, when it's used, it only refers to Khaliq, the founder and the creator of everything. Humans, heavens, earth, animals, jamadat, mountains. That's al-Khaliq. But when Allah mentions al-Bari, He refers to the creation of man. That's why Khattabi distinguished between them, and the ayah of Musa alayhi salam is clear. فَاقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ ذَلِكُمْ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ عِنْدَ بَارِئِكُمْ يعني خالقكم, and he's referring to وقال ابن كثير الخلق هو التقدير والبرء هو الفري. فري يعني التنفيذ, execution. So Ibn Kathir said, طيب, الخالق, we said it can mean to find from nothing, to create. Okay, شكرا. But it also means taqdir, to plan, to measure, to estimate. So they said al-khalq, create, al-khaliq refers to the measure, estimate, the plan, the intent, taqdir. Al-bari, التنفيذ, the execution. So when Allah khalaq, khaliq, meaning Allah wants to create. Allah wants to make something called a human. Then al-Bari, He created. So not everyone who's Khaliq is Bari. Not everyone who wants to create something can create it. You understand? I feel like I want to make a car. That doesn't mean I have the capability of making it. That is where they bring the other meaning of al-khalq, يعني taqdir. And we will see what al-Musawwir comes to say. Also, الموجد لما كان في معلومه من أصناف الخلائق. Now it's very important to understand, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't deserve to be called al-Khaliq because He created. يعني Allah, we know there was nothing and there was Allah. Okay? Before Allah created anything, there was nothing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not deserve to be called al-Khaliq once He created. He did not deserve to be called al-Bari once He executed. Whatever the meaning of al-Bari. Allah inherently deserved to be called al-Khaliq and al-Bari and Musawwir before He created anything. You guys understand this? Very important. يعني Allah did not need to show a proof. Allah, the perfect. Because if we say only we know He's al-Khaliq and He got that power to create after the creation, la. And that is not perfection. Okay? That is not perfection. So that's where they start into this. And they said al-murad bil-bari qalib al-a'yan. Al-bari refers to the one who transforms things from different faces. So al-Khaliq created the dirt, but al-Bari turned and transformed the dirt into human. That's another meaning as they understood it from the ayat. So you have the dirt, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it with the water. And that's how it is. وَخَلَقْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ. So you have the water mixed with the dirt, becomes طين, mud. Then mud becomes sticky. طين لازب. Then it dries. كالفخار. Then becomes a human. That's how Allah created Adam. So transformation of stages. So that is what they said, as Al-Hulaymi said about the meaning. So in summary, the meaning of Al-Bari, let's see what the ulama said. Collectively, they said creator, the creator. And some of them said the one who creates in a way, gives characters to distinguish one from another. And some said بارئ يعني من البري من التراب, the one who created from dirt. And some of them said the one البري from any deficiency when he creates. And his creation is free from any deficiency. He can create perfect, okay, straight, سوي. قال الله تعالى ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت. You don't see deficiencies, you don't see discrepancies in the creation of Allah. Alright? So that is Al-Bari. Then the third one, Musawwir. المصور. Okay? قال باللغة المصور يعني الميت. صور أي مال. قال الله تعالى عن إبراهيم فصرهن إلي. يعني أحضرهن and أميلهن إلي. Bring them closer to you. Incline them to you. When he asked how to create, back the dead, he told him the birds and all that, then bring the heads together and all that. So يميل الأصل التصوير من الإيمان. يعني to incline it toward something. To incline it toward the character. How we can serve that. Then وتصور الشيء أي توهم صورة. Imagine, also the same word. And also التصاوير يعني الأصنام, تماثيل, the statues called تصاوير. ورد في القرآن مرة واحدة. المصور mentioned in the Quran one time, but the verb of المصور mentioned many times. The one time mentioned the same ayah. Okay, هو الله الخالق البارئ مصور. But in the verbs mentioned many times. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى هو الذي يصوركم في الأرحام كيف يشاء. He is the one who يصوركم في الأرحام كيف, in the wombs, the way he wants. And the reason I did not translate it, so we can see what the ulama said about the meaning. Then Allah says وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَاكُمْ ثُمَّ صَوَّرْنَاكُمْ ثُمَّ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا يَا. And we created you, and we said to the angels to prostrate for Adam. وقوله سبحانه وصوركم فأحسن صوركم وإليه المصير. طيب إيه يعني في حق الله؟ يقول ابن جرير المصور خلقه كيف شاء, خلقه كيف شاء وكيف يشاء. مصور, the name of Allah المصور يعني to create the way he wants, to create him the way he wants. Creation. So if we go now, planning, execution, and features. قال في تفسيره الذي خلقك فسواك فعدلك, وفي قراءة فعدلك في أي صورة ما شاء. Allah refers to humans. الذي خلقك, created you, فسواك, straightened you, فعدلك, perfected you, في أي صورة ما شاء ركبك. In any picture, in any image he wants to create you, he created you in any form. Okay? أي, يقول ابن جرير أي صرفك وأمالك إلى أي صورة شاء, إما إلى صورة حسنة وإما إلى صورة قبيحة أو إلى صورة بعض قرابته. يعني Allah created you to look the way He wants. That's the meaning of صورك. He made you to look the way you look. That is not of your choice. Allah chose for you to look like that. So Musawwir, the one who gives the look. Okay? In other words, the one who gives the look. قال الزجاج المصور هو مفعل من الصورة وهو تعالى مصور كل صورة لا على مثال احتداه ولا رسم ارتسمه. ايه يعني yes, المصور, the one who gives you your look. But the Zajjaj adds to it, because if you take that meaning only, then any one of us can make something, and gives it its own look. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He gave the look, He was not copying. It's not like He's imitating. He's giving a look that is original. Original. Very important. That is what is Zajjaj said. في أي صورة ما شاء ركبك. طيب. So the meanings, المصور, we said the verb from al-imala, to incline. So how is that serves the meaning of al-musawwir, the name of Allah? They said that means Allah created you with and inclined you to a form that will serve you and serve your purpose. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created you in a way, because if we say, or if you say, anyway, any direction you want to take, you are inclined toward it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created you inclined toward a way and a form that will help you fulfill your purpose. So look at the creation around you. So Allah creates fish the way they are to be able to function in their environment. They don't have hands, they don't have legs, they don't need them. So that is, you can understand al-musawwir. Musawwir, with the verb to incline you, is Allah created you inclined toward what will benefit you as well as what will help you to fulfill your purpose. Clear? طيب. Also it said المصور أنشأهم على أشكال مختلفة. Subhanallah. Also المصور, some of the ulama said, يعني he created the creation with different looks and different features. Their fingerprints are different, their looks are different. Look at us here. Who can be confused between two? Alright? And maybe we're few here. You know, this thing came to my head in Hajj. Hajj, you got millions of people, and then you're looking, and people passing you. What else if you do? Just watch people. Sit in front of one of the exits of Al-Haram, and watch people. Even that we always thought that Chinese look alike. La. When you get to know them, they don't look alike. Koreans are different than Chinese, and Indonesians are different than Japanese. Okay. In their look, and Japanese are different amongst themselves. The way we all look alike to them, they look alike to us. But the point is, and some people think they look like that because of the bomb. No. They always look like that. The nuclear bomb. Yeah. Alright? That's what we grew up thinking. Nah. But anyway. يعني حتى الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم وصفهم. Describe the people, when he described Ya'juj wa Ma'juj. We're not saying they're the Chinese or the La. But he described similar features, and they come from the east. But anyway, the point is, they said Musawwir يعني the one who created people in different varieties. Hundreds and thousands of people, everyone looks different. are different. Animals are different. Okay? Two fingers are in the same hand, they are in the same. So that is the ijaz from Allah subhanahu. Okay. So now I gave you the meanings of those three names. Let's see how I can use them in my life. And that is the most, inshallah, important to us. أولا يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى قل الله خالق كل شيء. What does that mean? Allah tells the Prophet ﷺ to say Allah is the creator of everything. What does that mean? That means that everything is created. If Allah is the creator of everything, that means everything is created. Then if everything is created, then everything got to submit. If I was nothing without you, if I won't be here without you. Now of course I'm taking the meaning of al-khalq to be creation, which is the most important. But as we said, the details are different. Inshallah at the end I'll join them together. But if Allah says He created everything, that means everything is created. Look, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He created Adam, He created him with a blow. He blew the ruh in him. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes our souls on the day of judgment, when it happens, He takes our souls with a blow. نفخ. فأي يعني شوف أنا if I tell you I want you to go and bring down that wall, you say how? I tell you blow on it. Have you seen a wall falls from blowing on it? Blowing. يعني perhaps that can be the weakest effort you make. Maybe if you run in front of it, that will create more air than you blowing on it. Yet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He created you with a blow, and when He takes your soul, He takes it with a blow. Blowing takes everyone's souls away. You can't even the blow. You came from a. If Allah did not blow the soul in Adam, Adam would have stayed like stone that if it goes through his mouth, ajwath, nothing in him, empty from inside. Go in his mouth and come out from his dubur. That's all. Couldn't have power to himself. But one blow from al-Jabbar, from al-Khaliq, changes everything. So who's after that can be arrogant and say, Allah created, I can create too. And some people say that. And we will see how they did it. Even if we understand that, فَكُلُّ if we understand Allah creating the creator of everything, the founder of everything, the designer of everything, then we understand very well that everything came from nothing. Yani it was nothing at one point. Everything was nothing at one point. كان Allah, well, there was Allah, there was nothing else. And Ibn Umar said, Allah created, the first things He created, but the point is, there was nothing. There was nothing. So very important to understand. You understand this fact, then everything becomes small in your eyes. The biggest king, the strongest man in the world, the most powerful person, the richest person, if you remember that he was nothing at one point, why would you be scared from nothing? So that should increase your resistance to oppression. That should give you confidence to stand up for the truth. and not be scared. They can do, they're nothing, they were nothing. The one who made them something can turn them into nothing, just the way he created them. Also, يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى كذلك الله يخلق أو كذلك الله يخلق ما يشاء. قصة مريم. This is how Allah creates everything. Allah خلق ولم يزل يخلق. Very important. Remember the point I mentioned? That don't say Allah because Allah, after He created, He deserves to be called the Creator. لا. Allah inherently Khaliq. Allah inherently Musawwir. Allah inherently Bari. خلق. انتهى الأمر. So this way you are giving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala what He deserves. يقول الله وَرَبُّكَ يَخْلُقُ مَا يَشَاءُ وَيَخْتَارُ. Okay? يعني when we said about Allah, you everything created, what Allah says? Allah له الخلق والأمر. له الخلق والأمر. He's the one who creates. Automatically He's the one who has the right to order. And لله المثل الأعلى. Okay? You hire someone and he's doing whatever he wants at work. You tell him, I put you here. I gave you this job. I hired you. I write your check. I sign your check. So you better do what I want. But the one who brought you or who created you from nothing doesn't deserve that. Okay? No. He created and He's the one who has the right. That's it. أَفَغَيْرَ دِينِ اللَّهِ يَبْغُونَ. خلاص, if He's the one who created, then I better follow His orders, because the way He created me is the way He can take me. Very important. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, ذَلِكُمُ اللَّهُ رَبُّكُمْ خَالِقُ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ. This is your Lord Allah, the founder and the creator of everything. Now everything here does not only humans, mountains and heavens and لا, because we get limited. لا, خالق كل شيء, يعني everything in existence Allah created, including your actions, including your speech, including your breathing. Allah created. Doesn't Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَاللَّهُ خَلَقَكُمْ وَمَا تَعْمَلُونَ. Ibrahim alayhi salam telling his people, and Allah created you and what you do. However, that does not mean Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is forcing you into those actions. What you do, Allah create. What you do did not happen without the permission of Allah. However, what you do, you chose to do. If Allah will, you would have not been able to do it. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you the ability to choose, and you chose to go this way. وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. So yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the zina. Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the riba. Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created al-haraj wal-maraj wal-qatl. But He did not force you to do it. Clear? Very important. Why? Because a lot of misconception. If Allah created it, then why is He going to hold me accountable? If Allah created my action to commit zina, why are you going to hold me accountable? La. There is a difference between creating and choosing. Allah created, you chose. But your choice is not outside the umbrella of the Mashiach of Allah. It's not outside the will of Allah. You did not do it and Allah could not stop you. La. Allah could have stopped you. But Allah tests you. Because if it was the other, khalas, we don't need to worry. If it was that you had no choice of what you do, then Allah will not punish any one of us. That's good. So what are you complaining about? But you cannot take that as an excuse, because we know otherwise. Okay, we know otherwise. So the fact Allah creates something doesn't mean He loves it. The fact Allah creates something doesn't mean He wants you to do it. The fact Allah creates something doesn't mean He accepts it for you. Huh? وَلِيُمَحِّصَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَيَمْحَقَ الْكَافِرِينَ أَمْ حَسِبْتُمْ أَن تَدْخُلُوا الْجَنَّةَ وَلَمَّا يَعْلَمِ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا مِنكُمْ وَيَعْلَمَ الصَّابِرِينَ أَحَسِبَ النَّاسُ أَن يُتْرَكُوا وَيَقُولُوا آمَنَّا وَهُمْ لَا يُفْتَنُونَ. So Allah of ayat in the Quran to test you. We wanna put you through this to see. But Allah knows how you're gonna react. It's for you. It's for you to know where you stand. Am I like I think of? Am I as strong as I believe? Or I'm weak? Do I need more training? I'm strong. I can stand in front of bar. I can stand for the truth. Huh? I can, I will say what I believe at any time. And they knock on your door and, what can I do for you, sweetheart? What can I do? You're the boss. Anything you want. Where is your confidence? Where is your iman? Allah is testing. Allah is showing you your reality. Maybe you can fix yourself. That's what test is all about. So Allah doesn't need to test you to know. Allah knows already. Very important. No one can create. The creation of Allah is perfect. So no one can create like Allah. That is something we need. Even if they claim they can create, no one can create like Allah. قال الله تعالى هذا خلق الله فأروني ماذا خلق الذين من دونه بل الظالمون في ضلال مبين. This is the creation of Allah. You say there are other creators. طيب, this is my creation. So show me the other creators, what they created. This is my creation. Show me other creators, what they created. If it's all about comparison and andad, فَلَا تَجْعَلُوا اللَّهِ andad, show me what they created and is it comparable to what I created. My creation is perfect. Have you looked in the human body? Have you looked in the eye? Have you looked in the cell? Have you looked at the nail, at the fingers, the way they arrange and the way they're ordered? Have you ever asked yourself, you're sitting by yourself at work, and you're just, sitting there, looking at the ceiling. Have you ever took the time to look at your hand and say, if this finger was here, and this was here, most probably I won't be able to function. Seriously. Subhanallah. Yes, Subhanallah. This is what, when we talk about Khaliq, Bari, Musawwir, هو صوركم فأحسن صوركم. He created you in the best form and shape. That is how you need to reflect. You know how you love Allah? When you do that, you start appreciating Him more and more. هذا خلق الله. يعني شوف, they're so advanced, right? Technology and this and that, and they can make anything. But you put the most advanced robot and a human being. No comparison, man. Okay? Where is the flexibility? Where is the smoothness in the move? Yes, maybe a robot can be faster than you. Maybe can be more accurate. Never get to you. You know why he can never get to you? Because you made it. You made him. You know why you can never get to Allah? Because He made you. So if I know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created everything, perfect form, and you say they are the creators, then show us what they created. يعني, in college, in dental school, I'm sitting in a classroom, and a Jewish teacher coming from New York, NYU, and he stands in front of over 100 students, completely careless, inconsiderate that people believe in something called God or someone called God. Doesn't care. And he's talking about the smell system in the body. So he's talking how the nerves go from the nose, go through a small, very thin bone in the forehead into the brain. And that bone, it's called, I never forget this bone. That's the only bone maybe I remember. It's called the cribriform plate. Remember? So he said this bone is so thin, and right here, if I was, anything can break it. And if I was to give a grade for the one who designed it, I'll give him a C. شوف يعني. C. Not C plus, C. I asked. I usually sit in the back. So when I don't like what I hear, I leave. Or when they want me, they can get me easily. Because it did happen to. I asked him, how many cribriform plates you designed? How many people walking on earth that they have your own design? Zero. You get an F. شوف يعني التكبر, the arrogance. Just bones in the body. They break more often than this bone. How many people you hear they broke their femur? How many people you hear they broke their jaw? Huh? How many people you heard they broke their cribriform plate? You don't hear that. The bones in the skull break, and this bone doesn't break. But the arrogance, and for man to think he can criticize God, that's where they end up. Okay? So very important to understand that once you understand Allah, you know such statement is kufr. أو kafir. But the point is, you have to stand for what you believe. Seriously. They were religious, very religious Christians and very religious Muslims in the same classroom. No one, and I'm sure a lot of them wrote C on their notes, taking his notes. Okay? Yeah. You have to stand up for what they believe. It's going to cost you a lot. And you don't know how much it costed me. But you know. But who cares? And if I'm going to end up going to pray after the class is over, going to go pray, and someone just attacked my Lord, my God, that's disgraceful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells those who make fun of the ayat of Allah. They're sitting in the masjid. They've just made a joke. قَالَ لَا تَعْتَدِرُوا قَدْ كَفَرْتُمْ. Ayat revealed about them. Do not ask for, do not make excuses now that we were just having fun. قَدْ كَفَرْتُمْ. Just because they made fun. Someone walks in to give sadaqah, very little, poor, but he wants to give. They make fun of the ayat of Allah. قَدْ كَفَرْتُمْ بَعْدَ إِيمَانِكُمْ. يعني you didn't find anything to make fun of but the ayat and Allah and His Messenger? That's all? You left everything? La. Stand up for what you believe. Okay? You're going to suffer. But العاقبة Allah. العاقبة, the reward is always for those who stand up for what they believe. Even al-kafir, when he stands up firm on what he believes and his principles, at the end, he's victorious. Even kafir. These are sunan. These are laws and namus and sunan and laws of Allah He set in this earth, in this world. Whoever goes along with them, whoever fulfills the conditions, receives the results. So stand up firm. You are the Khalifa of Allah, the vicegerent of Allah, the representative on earth. Look how representatives, look how ministers, look how wuzara, always defending the king or the president, who put them in charge. Don't you think they believe, all of them believe that is okay? يعني the latest news investigation about Zenga. The latest thing, seriously, and it's documents, and they say it's the most authentic document. His mother is Jewish and his father is Italian Catholic, and they did not want to raise him, so they gave him for adoption. They first gave him to a priest, and the priest found a family for him. That's where the guy comes from. And he was, he's a son out of wedlock. His parents weren't married. يعني ibn haram. And look what he's doing. You guys remember the story? The third, how he knew the judge? Okay, you guys don't remember. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts the challenge on the table to the people. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى يا أيها the three brothers who were named Abdullah, when the father died. Abdullah inherits, and Abdullah doesn't inherit. And then they went to the judge. Okay. Those who know should tell those who don't know. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى يا أيها الناس ضرب مثل فاستمعوا له. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, O people. He doesn't say يا أيها الذين آمنوا. He says, O people. So this to everyone. There's a difference. ضرب مثل فاستمعوا له. We're going to give you an example, a parable. So you better pay attention to it. إن الذين تدعون من دون الله لا يخلقون ذبابا ولو اجتمعوا له. Those you pray and you worship beside Allah cannot create a bug, a fly, mosquito. If all come together. He didn't say elephant, he didn't say horse, he didn't say lion, bug. Those you pray, not one of them cannot, all of them call for a meeting, international meeting, United Nations, we're going to create a bug. They will not. Fine. Maybe this is hard. You want him to create a bug? That's like impossible. But we're going to make it easier for you. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yastahzi'u bihim. طيب, these bugs, they didn't create. It's my creation. وَإِن يَسْلُبْهُمُ الذُّبَابُ شَيْئًا لَا يَسْتَنْقِذُوهُ مِنْهُ. طيب, if this bug that we created, one of them is sitting and the plate of food in front of him and he's ready to eat, the bug sucks some soup and flies away. طيب, get that drop of soup from them if you can. يسلبهم الذباب شيئا لا يستنقذوه منه. They can't even get it back, even if they catch the bug. But they caught the bug. Here, What kind of machines you got to take that soup out? Which iPhone app will take that soup out? Nothing. Nothing. ضعف الطالب والمطلوب. They're both weak. When you hear these things, don't you love Allah? Wallah. Alhamdulillah. Allah, alhamdulillah ala ni'mat al-Islam. Alhamdulillah that Allah blessed us to believe in Him. Do you know how many people out there worship bugs? Do you know how many people out there worship rats? You won't be surprised. You know there is some groups of Hinduism and Buddhism, that when they walk on the road, they have to have a broom in their hand. So wherever they take a step, they have to broom ahead of them. You know why? So they don't step on a bug and kill it, and that's a crime. And Allah blessed you to believe in Allah, the creator of all these things. That's why Allah made it haram on His ibad, to make statues. It's haram. And some of the ulama went to say pictures, to make images. It's all haram, because here the human might think he is competing with Allah. La. So Allah wants to close the door even for you to think, now you. Someone will say, you're talking about Allah, the only creator, but they create a lot of things. Muhammad, when they created, again takes us to the three names. When they created, they copied. Like those who created the submarine, what did they copy? They copied a fish. It's like a fish. If there were no fish, would they ever think to go under the water? They won't get the idea. Those who create the airplanes, what they're copying, what are the principles of airplanes? Birds. Why Abbas bin Firnas? And you know Abbas bin Firnas didn't jump off the Mi'dana and die. He flew for some time, but he didn't get a tail. But he did fly for some time. So really it wasn't the brother wrong or right, who flew first. He did. Abbas bin Firnas, one of the ulama of Islam, did fly first, but didn't fly long. And actually he didn't die. I think a leg or an arm broke, that's all. He didn't die. People think he flew, he jumped off the Mi'dana, the minaret, and died, trying to fly. No, he didn't die. And he did fly for some time. Okay? All copying. When someone starts to draw, an artist, what are you gonna draw? يعني if he draw other than فن التشكيل وما هو بفن, put all the colors together, bend the paper, put it under your pillow, sleep, wake up, he's an artist and he has a show in New York. Seriously, you look at it and wow, it's so deep. And you look at the guy, is so deep. What are you talking about? You know, my 3-year-old daughter can draw something better than that. That's the reality. But خلاص, it's شعشع الجهل في عقولهم. يعني ignorance made webs in their head. فن تشكيل. هذا فن. الله يخزيك. You know, what fun is that? What art is this? Serious. But anyone who has respectful art, he's imitating Allah. Statues, the Greek statues. Humans, but most of the time they don't have arms. Well, يعني you made it look better? لا. That's why when you say, where are the arms? Right? Any artist will keep creating and drawing. يعني a painter, how much can he create? Seriously. Sometimes he will draw looking to the right, sometimes looking to this, sometimes looking. He's limited, but the creation of Allah is endless. Look at the creation, people lived and people to live and people living, different faces. Which creator can do that with this variety? That's why Allah says, إِنَّا شَدَّ النَّاسِ عَذَابًا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ الْمُصَوِّرُونَ. The most severe in punishment on the day of judgment are al-musawwirun. We're not going to translate into the photographers, okay? Because there was no photographers then. And yes, there are differences amongst the ulama. Photography is only a shadow and reflection. Yet, there is no argument that displaying these pictures and putting all these things up, that is haram. Very important. Should not be. And those who said it's okay, and they don't have dalil. This ayah or this hadith is general. And some of the ulama, when they said the three-dimensional, okay, statues of three-dimensional, okay, those are the hadith that is warning of, because they used to worship them, okay. But a lot of the ulama also includes the images or the pictures, the two-dimensional, and there is difference amongst the ulama. But the point is, what is the benefit? What's the benefit? Wallah, you walk sometimes into some houses and you think you're walking into a picture album, photo album. Dude, for what? You guys love yourself that much? وَلَا تُزَكُّوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. Don't praise yourself. Wallah, you walk into someone's guest rooms or whatever, the guest room. That living room. Until you bring your guest in the living room. What's wrong with you? Anyway, you bring him into, you walk in and pictures all over, his wife and his daughters, and dude, والله ما كان هذا في آبائنا الأولين. ما يجوز. وين الغيرة where's jealousy and all that? Okay? So it's and his wife might be with hijab, and in the pictures without hijab. She took the pictures inside the house, for example. Come on. تبع العرس قبل ما تتوب before she repent. جاء في الحديث القدسي: ومن أظلم ممن ذهب يخلق خلقا كخلقي فليخلق ذرة أو ليخلق حبة أو ليخلق شعير. Allah, the Prophet ﷺ said that Allah says, and who is more oppressive, more committing shirk, than those who think they can create like my creation. فليخلقوا ذرة. إيه ذرة؟ لا. نملة. Let them create an ant. طيب, maybe that's too hard, the ant moves. طب let them create حبة, a seed, شعيرة, a seed of barley or خردة. Let them create something jamad even. Of course, all these are three-dimensional, But the point is, who can create? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala challenging, tahaddi. It's a challenge from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And some people think cloning, they created cloning, they created a goat. Dude, seriously? You think they created a goat? They played with the DNA and with all these things in the goat, in the mother goat, so they made they made goat. They went to an empty room and overnight there was a goat. No. Cloning isn't, because the news, even the Muslim world, finally man can create. Are we نضحك على بعض? Okay? There is no such thing. That's why بعض الملحدة, some of the atheists said, I create. You guys say your God creates? I create. So they said, okay, create then. So he brought some meat. He cut it into pieces. Okay? He brought some rawth, أجلكم الله, some dung from animals, excretion. He put in a container the meat with the animal excretion, and he sealed it, and he gave it to someone. He said, bring it after 3 days. So the guy brought after 3 days, they open it, it's all worms. He said, you see, I created worms. So someone asked him, how many are there? And how many males and females? And how long they gonna live? He didn't know. Okay, simple. So do not challenge Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. معلش and I want to finish this. or still a lot to go? But inshallah, يعني we go through it quick. And we have to also know that Allah didn't create things for nothing. Allah didn't create things out of playing, for purposes of playing. There is a purpose behind this creation. So when you look at the creation, when you look what's around you, you know there is a purpose for it. There is a purpose behind it. Okay? And you, as being part of the creation, you have to fulfill, and you have to fulfill the purpose that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put you on this earth. So I finish with this reflection. The elegance of the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as I gave you the examples, comes from nothing. Not imitating something, that is itself is greatness. إبداع لا نهاية. The elegance is infinite. Infinite. So there is no limit to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can create. When you compare, when someone say I create, then you have to think about these stuff. Also, what Allah creates, لا يمل. Subhanallah. يعني the best invention that human invented, people get tired of it. You know? Look at, for example, fashion. Who dress like 60s and 70s these days? Even though the Charleston and all these things were famous, right? And it was the fashion and baggy or whatever. Who wears like that today? People got bored of it. Now they move. They change their clothes. And what we're wearing today, 10 years from now, we're going to look back and say, how did we used to wear these stuff? Get bored of what man creation. How many people, throughout the years, said, it's boring, these roses are boring. People still plant roses and plant flowers and plant trees. People still want to go and look at the beach and look at the ocean and look at the skies. They don't get bored of the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It doesn't matter how long or how old it gets. The creation of Allah has its own special things. People don't get tired of it. Anything that people created, they get tired of. They run out of interest. They had iPhone 3. After 2 months, they want iPhone 4. Right? And now most probably they're waiting for number 5. Alright. إبداعه كله جمال. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creation, it's all beautiful. It's all beautiful. Like, anything Allah, even for you, for a raw, it might not look beautiful. But really compared to any other thing, you don't know how many people you look and you say, so ugly. Nothing. And when you get to meet them, when you get to know them, they become the most beautiful. And how many people look great and gorgeous, and so, oh, wallahi, your mother calls you, I saw this girl, you're this and that in our neighborhood. She's gorgeous. I'm gonna marry her to you. Tayyib, let's go. You go, you sit 2 minutes with her, you look at your mother. You say, Ma, I thought you loved me. Seriously. You talk to her and the way she talks, the way she thinks, you can't even look in her face. Right? That is the reality. So it's not judging things in the way. When we talk beauty, it doesn't necessarily means the look or the physical. And Allah, when they want to create, again, a plane, what they're going to need? A lot of plain material, a lot of stuff. Allah creates big from nothing. That's difference. Allah created you. You see how big? You see Brother Muhammad, how big he is? Allah created him from semen. So we have to love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that's why we love these things. And please give me this. Abdullah bin Jahsh radiyallahu anhu, one of the Sahaba, on the day of Uhud, he said, oh Allah, he made dua. That's the love we want. Allah, that's the love. If we were to show Allah and to feel it, all our conditions will change. He said, oh Allah, let me face a strong man. So I will wrestle him and he will wrestle me and I will kill him. then let me face another strong man from the disbelievers. I wrestle him and he wrestles me and I kill him. Then let me face a strong man from the disbelievers. I wrestle him and he wrestles me. Then he kills me. And he cut my stomach open, my belly open. And he rip off my ears. وَيَجْدَعُ أَنْفِي, and cut off my nose. Then you bring me back on the day of judgment. And you say, Ya Abdullah, what happened to you? So I will tell you, I will tell you, it happened to me because of you. So you tell me, Sadaqt. So you tell me you're telling the truth. That's love. Wallahi, that's highest level of love that we need to reach. That's why we study the names of Allah. Those Sahaba, when you look at them and say, how could they do that? Because they understood and they knew well whom they worship. They knew the God they worship. We don't. We don't. And Allah created me. Allah made me in the best shape. Allah made me look the most beautiful. Yet, I dare to challenge Him. I dare to disobey Him. I dare to go against His will. But I'm nothing without Him. I don't even exist without Him. But He's the one who created me and provide for me and give me the wife and give me the children and give me the money and give me the success and give me the good look and the health. But man, I have to love Him. For God's sake, someone buys you a can of soda and you tend not to forget that favor for the rest of your life. Someone gives you a ride and you want to thank him every time you say you want to go and kiss his hand. Someone helps you to pay your rent and he's the most respectful person to you. But what's about Allah? Where is Allah from this equation? He's the one who provides and He's the one who's taking care of every single thing. Reflecting. And this is the deen of reflection. يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم إني أسألك حبك وحب من أحبك. Oh Allah, I ask you to give me the pleasure and the blessings of loving you and to help me love those who love you. So make that dua. That is your Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم. فإذا الخالق البارئ المصور ينفذ ما يريد ينفذ ما يريد إيجاده على الصفة التي يريدها. ينفذ ما يريد إيجاده على الصفة التي يريدها. The meaning of these three names in summary is the execution of what He wants to create in the form He wants. The execution of what He wants to create, to bring to existence in the way He wants the shape and form. And that summarizes the meaning of those three names. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم and I'm sorry for making it long. جزاكم الله خير. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.